Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today on In the Kitchen with Sandy, we're doing some Slavic cooking. We are doing one of their comfort foods. You know, we all love comfort foods, and I love comfort foods. Any food I eat, I consider a comfort food, but this is one of the Polish, Slovakia comfort foods. It just Slavic. I'm trying, if I have any of you guys out there that are fans of mine, please don't unsubscribe. I'm trying to get this right. Did I say it right? But anyway, we are making Haluski. This is, like I said, it's a comfort food, a Polish comfort food, and it just requires like cabbage and onions, and some people put bacon in it, or pancetta, but we're using bacon today and noodles. And like I said, it's a comfort food for the Polish, and I've done just a little tiny bit of research on it, but I'm going to show you how to do this. I mean, this is a meal that you know, you can cook it in just under a few bucks, you know, maybe $5. You get a whole big head of cabbage, a bag of noodles, some butter, some bacon, and you got a meal, a meatless meal that's going to feed your family for, you know, a couple days, a couple meals anyway. But it's so simple and it's so easy, and let's stop rambling and let's get started. And let me show you what I'm going to be using today. I've got about a half of a, back up there, about a half of a small cabbage here, and I sliced it thin. Make sure you slice it thin because it's really only going to cook about maybe 15 minutes or so. And I've got just a medium onion just sliced up there. I didn't chop it or anything, I just loosely sliced it. And then in here I've got about a half a cup of just chopped bacon. This ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to move my pot of boiling water to the back because all that smoke's coming up there. All right, we are fixed. And then I've also got about, I don't know, 1.5 small cloves of garlic in here. And what I'm going to use also is a little bit of onion powder, and I may use a little bit of garlic salt, but I'm going to taste my noodles to make sure that you know, they're nice and seasoned. And then we're going to use some butter. So this is a rich, buttery, bacon type dish, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and get your pan started heating up there. All right, we're going to throw our bacon in our pan here. And we're going to cook this just until it crisps up nicely, which should only take a few minutes. To show you the other type of noodle, or the other ingredient I'm going to use. I'm going to use some, just the extra white egg noodles. Now, I've seen that people also use those, what are those little potato, what are those called? What are those things called? Like potato dumplings. But I'm not going to use those. I'm using egg noodles today. And you can use pancetta if you want instead of bacon, if you've got that instead of bacon. Now, if you have pancetta instead of bacon, you're going to add some butter to the pan. And I may add some butter to the pan anyway, depending on how much grease my bacon renders. Okay, this is looking nicely. I'm going to go ahead and add about 2.5 tablespoons of butter in there, because you're going to have something to cook your cabbage in. So I'm going to give that a stir, and I'm going to go ahead and add my onions in there. Got a couple pieces of cabbage, but that's quite all right. Just stir that around. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. You don't want your butter burning. Smells good already. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of pepper to this. Give it a stir. And go ahead and toss your cabbage in. Now this looks like a lot of cabbage, but it will cook down. You know how cabbage cooks down. And we're going to cook this just for about 15 minutes, just till it's nice and wilted. And it begins to get nice and tender. And that bacon's going to continue to cook. Go ahead and add your garlic. Turn that up just a little bit. Oh, and it smells lovely already. I love cabbage. And look, it's getting nice and coated and all that butter and that little bit of bacon fat that's rendered. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of onion powder to it. I know that looks like a lot, doesn't it? And I'm going to add a little bit of garlic salt. I'm not going to add any additional salt right now until I taste it. Because we've got the bacon, which is salty, and then we've also got the garlic salt in there. Oh, this smells amazing. And you're going to cook this on about medium, slightly over medium, until this gets nice and tender. Like I said, about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I'll let you know the exact time. I'm going to get my noodles going, and then we're going to just wrap this whole meal up together. Y'all know me. I'm always trying to add extra this, extra that. But today we're just going to kind of keep it simple and keep it their traditional Haluski recipe. So it's going to be so good. My egg noodles are done. I cooked these, what it said on the back of the package. It took like 7 or 8 minutes. And I want you to go ahead and look at this. Look how nice and beautiful and golden that is. Just a little bit. Now, we're going to add 2 more tablespoons of butter to this dish. It is a, like I told you, it was a buttery, rich dish. I wasn't lying. You gotta have some for the egg noodles, right? And you're going to pop that in there. And then you're just going to add your egg noodles in there. And just going to combine it all together. I'll just add just a little bit of parsley for color. And that's it. Now we're going to dig in. It smells so good. Oh my, you can taste the bacon. And the garlic and the butter. So good. Cabbage cooked about 20 minutes total. That's why you need to really slice it thin to make sure that it cooks, you know, pretty quickly. You know, I love you guys very much. I appreciate you. I hope you like this recipe, and I'll see you on the next episode of In the Kitchen with Sandy. Bye.